Hey Queens, welcome back to my channel. Today I really wanted to talk about women who keep having relationships with toxic men. You feel like you can't stop attracting toxic men. You feel like something is wrong with you. You feel like you're broken. You want to just give up on dating altogether, and you're really just in a bad place because you just feel like, what's the point if I can't stop attracting these kind of men? What's the point of having these kind of relationships? David, can you go do the thing? Okay. Sorry guys, I'm out and about, so I'm trying to shoot this video and get it in where I can fit it in because I'm busy mama 7. I gotta get it in where I can fit it. But anyway, so I actually want to encourage you today because it was really on my heart. Been there, been like, man, what is wrong with me? Why do I keep accepting these kind of men? What is wrong with me? Blaming myself, feeling like, I'm just gonna be alone and gonna die alone forever because I can't stop attracting toxic men. And what I realized is that it wasn't my fault. And I think if you are in that space, you need to just forgive yourself and realize that it's not your fault. That some things happen to you in your life, in your childhood, and the things that were modeled to you that you saw, or some things that you didn't get in life from the people you should have gotten it from, and therefore it has left you susceptible and vulnerable to toxic people, and therefore you don't recognize a toxic person when they come around. And so when you find out who they really are, because of course in the beginning they put on their mask, they act all wonderful and they love bomb you, and you think that they're just heaven on earth, like you just like, I found my Prince Charming, and you are just head over heels and you're totally blindsided when they show you who they really are, which is just like the other ones. And so you blame yourself and you beat yourself up, but I'm here to tell you it's not your fault, queen. And I wrote a whole book called Love Yourself First. I'm about like really just how it starts in childhood, really. Like with what you see modeled. If you've never seen a healthy relationship, if the people around you have been in toxic relationships, if you've seen your mother and father or your mother or whoever raised you, in unhealthy relationships, that's what you know. And so unconsciously, it's what you learned. So without even realizing it, you will accept the same kind of people because it's what's familiar to you. Not because there's something wrong with you, it's because that's what you've learned. I mean, imagine being in school for, like years and years and, a decade, and you learn the same thing, and you're being taught. And then when you got in the world, you go do that because that's what you've been taught. And so it's like, for your whole life growing up, you were in school and you were learning because that's what life is. It's like a school that you learn, whether it's good or bad. And that's what you learned. And so you're literally just doing what you saw, what you learned. And maybe it was that you didn't even have a dad. Like I grew up, I didn't know who my dad was. Unfortunately, I still don't know to this day. That's a whole nother story. But, and so I saw toxic relationships growing up, with my mom, a couple of my sisters. I always said, oh, that's not gonna be me. But that's all I saw, that's all I knew. So subconsciously, there we go, that familiarity. I didn't have a dad growing up, so I didn't have anyone to teach me about, okay, this is how you deserve, this is how you should be treated, this is what you should expect. And I didn't see it modeled in a healthy way, so I didn't know what it looked like either. So like when I got in the dating world, it's like, okay, I'm out here, oh, I want to, have a relationship, I want to fall in love, get married, have kids. And so I just went out there, naive, like they say, wet behind the ears, just hoping and expecting the best. But like when you don't know better, you don't realize that there's snakes out there in the grass waiting to catch you. You don't know that there's predators out here, a little deer that's just born doesn't know that there's, a wolf, not a wolf, or I don't know, wolf eat deers, but a wolf or a lion waiting to pounce on them. You know what I mean? Or a lioness, since the lioness are the ones that do the hunting. Waiting just to pounce on you. You know what I mean? You don't realize that because your intentions are good, you think that, okay, the people that I meet are going to be good because they're smiling in my face, they look happy. So you think the energy that you give off is going to be the same one that a person that you want to be with gives off. And it's because you're naive and you don't have knowledge. And so a lot of you guys are blaming yourself, beating yourself up because of what you didn't know. You know, started the race like what? Like with a broken foot. I'm trying to find an analogy here, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Thinking it was an equal race. You out here with everybody else, everybody running, got their stride, got their experience. And you out here thinking, you know, oh, hey, I'm good. I'm going to win this. I'm on this race too. I'm going to get it. I'm fine. Not realizing that you had a broken foot because your lack of knowledge, because of your lack of experience, because of your lack of not seeing it modeled in a healthy way. You were not put on an equal footing with other people who had the same knowledge or with other men who had experience. You know what I mean? And so therefore you were left vulnerable to predators. And so it's not that you keep just attracting toxic people. It's that you don't know how to differentiate between a toxic person and a healthy person. You don't know the difference. You think all attention is like the same attention. You think all, you know, kind of people are equal and we all have an equal opportunity of loving. Any man off the street, you think, okay, we can love each other, be healthy. But it's not true, because some people are just, they don't want to be there. They don't want to be there. Or maybe they do and they just don't know how to be. Maybe they're wounded, maybe they have their own trauma. But again, that's not your responsibility. And so without the knowledge and understanding, we will continue these same cycles of toxic relationships, and you'll keep on accepting the same kind of people because of familiarity, because that's what you're used to, that's what you've seen. And maybe within your own self there's some stuff that you need to heal. So you want people, not you want, but you attract, or you're comfortable with broken men who don't have it together, men who need help, men who need to get on their feet, because you maybe think, okay, I can feel okay with this person because I feel like, you know, maybe you don't feel that great about yourself. Like, honestly. Maybe you think, okay, you look good, you have a good job, whatever, but you don't really feel like you're like a winner. You don't feel like, man, I'm a catch. You don't feel like you don't feel like the prize. And when you don't feel like the prize, you don't feel like the catch, and you think someone else is the prize, that will reflect in your relationship. And so you might say, oh, I'm the prize, but in your heart, you will feel like, you know, I'm lucky just to have, if I get a man. I'm lucky if I get married. I'm lucky if somebody loves me. You know, so you won't really feel it, and it won't show in your relationships and in your behavior because it's not really authentic. So that's why I really just so much just, you know, pound like self-love, for lack of a better word. And just try to teach women about the importance of loving themselves, knowing who they are, knowing what they want, knowing who they want and who they need to be in their lives, so that, you know, you can value yourself. Because you have to first value yourself if you want someone else to value you. Because how can you expect someone else to see the value that you don't see in yourself? And it's possible, but it's not probable. Meaning that if you don't see the value in yourself, then it's going to reflect in the way that you talk, in the way that you carry yourself, in the way that you dress. And so you are valuable just because you are. You're valuable just as you are, but it will be harder for someone to see that. And it's going to take a very rare person to see that. So you have to value yourself. I am worthy. I am loved as is. No exceptions. My past does not dictate my future. The people who didn't see my value does not determine my worth. It doesn't make me less valuable because they didn't see it. That's their loss. You need to be able to see and think like that so that you can move forward in your life. Because as long as you think, man, you know, I'm not good enough, I'm not really worthy, if I get a husband, if I get a relationship, I'm lucky. Stop seeing yourself as lucky. No. Stop being like, okay, maybe. Stop, you know, you have more faith in yourself. that you are a good person, that you have a good heart, that you have something good to offer. Stop seeing yourself as less than because of who left you, or because what somebody did to you, or because you might have kids, or because you have it. Life happened to you. Life happens to everybody. Okay, none of us is better than nobody else. Maybe they might have more money. Maybe they might have a husband and you don't. Maybe they might have this and you don't. But that doesn't make them better than you. It doesn't make them more valuable than you. And I think once we get that through our head, that your relationship status doesn't make you any less valuable or more valuable, that your experience doesn't make you less valuable. If anything, it makes you more valuable, and it makes you, because you have something, you have experience. You be like, oh no, I've been here before. I got this. You have something more to offer. And whether it's from good experience or bad experience, you have something to offer, Queen. So I just want to encourage you to don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your desires. If it's to have a healthy relationship, I mean, we all have the desire. None of us want to be out here alone unless you just love being by yourself, which is fine, because that's where you need to be. You need to get to the point where you love being by yourself, where you're like, I am okay being by myself until I find the person who's going to love my socks off. Until I find the person who's going to value me, who's going to honor me, respect me, and make my life better. Like, our lives are going to be better because of each other. Not you just trying to pour into them and they just sucking the life out of you like a leech. You know what I mean? And you're just like trying to give it your all just so you can have somebody to hang on to and have somebody to do something with, and they just make your life miserable. Like, come on now. Been there, done that. No, nobody got time for that. Life is too short. Life is too precious to be with somebody who's just trifling. Like, just to be honest, just trifling. They ain't got no manners. They ain't got no character. They don't care about nobody but themselves. They're like, it's me against the world, and you try to love them, and then so it's you against them because they think you're your enemy, even though you just trying to love. Nah, like, enough. So yeah, I forgot what the title of this message was. I have to go back so I can remember, but it's all right. But get this, watch this another 2 or 3 times to get it in. It's not your fault, Queen. Get yourself together, heal your heart. Get that Love Yourself First series. If you haven't, get the workbook. I'm working on the online course to help you guys, the people who like to do the video learning, so we can heal. And you can stop blaming yourself. You can move forward, and you can live the life that God created you to live. So love yourself, Queen. Love yourself again. Love yourself again. Love yourself again. Love yourself again. Girl, why you tripping? Love yourself again. I know you played the fool. Girl, I played it too. Love yourself again. Till next time, Queens, like, subscribe, share this message, join Krystle Laughter Academy. Follow me on IG if you can. And I love y'all, Queens. Till next time.